Hello once again, everybody. Back at the Farm Science Review in 2023, we have a nice sunshiny day, and that's not always the case at the Farm Science Review, but we have a nice smiley face beside me right here, Julialynne Walker. She is the founder and manager of the Bronzeville Growers Market, and if you didn't hear me say that, all you have to look at is the Bronzeville Growers Market here. What is the Bronzeville Growers Market?
It is the first African-American founded, managed farmers market on the Near East side of Columbus. We are 6 years old, and we provide organic or close to organic produce, artisan crafts, as well as cultural activities every Thursday from 3 to 6 p.m. We say near organic because, as we know, organic certification really requires a substantial financial investment, but we also know that it is possible to observe good agricultural practices that will lead people or put them in a position to be organic. But that's a bit technical. Let me back up a bit and just say that in general, it's important for people to have access to fresh produce because there's been such a shift in corporate marketing in the grocery stores. And so we know that there are a number of areas throughout the urban areas that do not have large-scale grocery stores that provide fresh produce. So it's important for people to have access that way. It's also important for people to understand that agricultural can be a side hustle just as productive as being an Uber driver. So if you're willing to get your hands dirty and put in some time, you can actually earn money that really, as I say, would equal some of the other side hustles that people think about. So we see it from two perspectives. One in terms of nutrition and establishing good dietary practices that help us to look at food more holistically, and then in terms of entrepreneurship, that it's an area of economic growth and development. The food bank itself is looking at urban agriculture as a way to address some of its production problems or supplier problems, and they have recently purchased land that's being funded by a number of foundations and corporate interests, but they're developing an urban farm on the west side of Columbus. So instead of buying from area growers, they will grow their own food. So that means there'll be a reduction in their costs, and they'll be able to apply it internally. So there are a number of models that even the food banks are looking at to see what can we do differently. And as part of Mid-Ohio's urban farm, they will also share those growing techniques or practices with other urban growers.
So they're furthering the educational process by sending to these different folks the ways in which to make the production possible.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, now, if folks would like to get in touch with you or get a little bit more information that we're not able to fulfill today, what's the best way for them to do that?
Simply to go online, and we are the www.bronzevillegrowersmarket.com. You know, you write into the search engine, it'll come up, you'll see us. I'm also part of the Urban Farmers Coalition, and that's a collection of over 75 growers, business people, government people across the state who are interested in making sure that urban agriculture becomes an integral part of the agricultural industry as a whole.
It's a good story to tell, and Julialynne Walker, thanks for being with us today.
And thank you very much for allowing us a chance to share our story.
And stay with us, back with more right after this.